Hold on a second.
It's not going to ring while your phone is on. Did you turn the ringer off? Okay, Kim, you need to have a seat. And that's our theme song, Stolen Moments, the Reggie Ward Trio. Good evening to everybody and welcome to our program. It's another edition. Thank you for watching Stolen Moments. I know you're out there and we are live on the show. I am Reva Blue, your host, with you for the next at least an hour. Then we can have a jam session afterwards. But we're here to bring you some wonderful entertainment. We're going to start off with this young lady here by the name of Kim Strings. Welcome her to Stolen Moments, please. Kim, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you brought your violin with you.
Of course,
You-
it's my baby.
Yes. And what kind of violin are you playing?
It's a German instrument. It's a Schmidt. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a Strat copy. It's made in 1895.
1895. This one right here.
Yeah, it's still
Wow.
got it has indentation marks from people gripping it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's actually like you can feel it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess quite a few people played it since 1895.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. You're a recording artist. You're a teacher. You do a lot of things. You are a hair braider. You are really an exceptional woman. You know that, phenomenal, right?
Thank you.
Yes. And so, how long have you been playing?
I have been playing since the 4th grade. So
Yeah, that's wild. But
30 years.
that's oh, she's telling her age. It's all right. It's all right. So, but you told me a story one time that you didn't want to go to class. You didn't want to go to school.
Well,
You,
the reason I started playing the violin was because I wanted to get out of class and go on a lot of field trips.
okay. Did that happen for you?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're planning a lot of field trips for some of the
Yeah,
students that you have.
yeah. Still going on field trips.
Okay, now your career as a violinist and as an educator takes you a lot of places. Now I know one time you went to visit, where's it, somewhere in Africa? I want to try and get this right now so our viewers know what we're talking about. You went out of town.
I went to Greece.
Yeah, what were you doing in Greece?
I was at I performed in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the a music conservatory, and we performed. I got to see a couple of my friends.
See, I was making my notes, and I said, Kim, tell me something that you really want people to know about. How I remember that. Greece.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us more about your adventure in Greece and how you were received there.
Oh, they loved it. Most of the people were playing classical music,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually played Al Green, and to see and to see their faces just like, hey, it's got some pepper stuff, like the violin can be utilized for more than just classical music, although that's usually its presentation.
Yeah, well, Aretha Franklin and James Brown and some other R&B artists have also performed classical music. And I think James Brown sat in for, who was it? Who was it? Pavarotti. Right. I was trying to get the names out. His name out, actually. Thank you. That's Denise Kirkland.
Yes.
Thank you for being in the audience. She's a vocalist as well and extraordinary woman. And we have some other really nice people in the audience today who are also musicians. And Harlan Jones is here from Washington, D.C. You got this big old Soul Music Conservatory going. But back to you. So you graduated from Georgia State.
Yes.
And how was that experience?
That was, I really want to, I learned classical music at Georgia State University. And we had orchestra practice 3 times a week. I had like 12 classes a semester. So it was definitely just full immersion of music. But I really wanted to do jazz. And I really couldn't do jazz until like in the school setting because I played the violin. They're like, no, violin is for classical music. You have your violin teacher. He is classically trained, so you're going to learn classical. I'm like, well, I want to learn jazz, so I'm trying to sit in the combos.
Wait a minute, but you were a scholar. You're a scholar, right?
I mean, at the time I was in college,
Oh, okay, it wasn't over yet when you graduated. What did you graduate?
Summa cum laude.
Oh, that's what she graduated, summa cum
Yeah.
laude. So, all right, so you're smart. You had to be kind of smart then, anyway.
Yeah.
And so no jazz for you, but you love jazz, and
So when I graduated, I then started to explore and find different teachers. Joe Jennings.
Right, from Spelman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He really took me under his wing and just started teaching me when I needed to know, and I'm so grateful to him.
Yeah.
And just sitting in on different bands and stuff and playing gigs around town. So it's fun.
And you recently did a ballet. You worked on a ballet.
Yeah, this this dance studio had their performances and presentations for the end of the school year, and I played Feeling Good.
Okay.
While they,
that one? Nina Simone?
Nina Simone, Feeling Good. Yeah.
Go ahead.
One little girl's like, you look like Nina Simone. I was like, yes.
Oh, there you go. You got that talent as well.
Yeah, so that was really an experience I loved, being able to present the lyrics of Nina Simone on the violin while the students were dancing classical ballet.
That's wonderful. Now, I can't get my hair braided anymore either, can I? I say that because Kim Strings has another talent altogether. And she can make a living playing her violin and educating students, but she is the hair braider of all hair braiders. I mean, intricate designs and everything. And I've worn several of her designs. But why now give it up?
Well, it's like music and braiding are like the same. You still have to use your fingers. So in braiding people's hair, it's like holding your arms out with phone books on them. Some people know about that. You got in trouble, you had to put your arms out and you had phone books on them. And
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
when you're doing someone's hair, it's constant this, constant that. So when I went for a private lesson on playing my violin, he's like, "You're good," because I had been conditioning my body by braiding hair.
Yeah.
So it's like my fingers got to stay in shape because I was always working them, always moving them.
Okay.
And that's what you're doing on the violin. It's so engaging.
Yeah.
This is my Arnold Schwarzenegger arm.
Okay.
And this is my Richard Simmons arm.
Okay.
We do different things with them,
Okay.
So
Okay.
more power, more longevity. These fingers, they just keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm taking violin 101, what's the first thing I'm going to learn?
That your arms hurt. I'm gonna say my arms are tired. But you learn how to hold the instrument. So first thing is you have to sit up on the edge of your chair, and then you have to pull your shoulders back. It's all about posture, okay?
Okay, for starters.
Then you get your instrument, and it gets under here, and you actually hold it with your chin and your shoulder.
Okay.
So this is the shoulder rest, and this is the chin rest.
I'm taking Pilates and yoga so I can finally get my chin to my.
Yes,
Okay.
and then your arms are free for the pose. You know, and then you learn how to then you learn how to pluck and figure out what the strings are.
Okay.
And then once you get that down, it's kind of like driving. And then
Once you
driving in the sense of muscle memory. It's straight muscle memory.
okay.
Once you get it, then you just keep moving on to the next thing and figuring that out until it becomes like second nature.
Okay. That's my violin lesson 101. A round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to start plucking. Oh, and now you're going to start playing. You're going to play a tune with our wonderful trio here on Stolen Moments. So what are you sharing with us?
I'm going to share with you Al Green, Let's Stay Together.
All right, then why not? This is a good one. And we all know it. Kim Strings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stolen Moments. everybody. Thank you. So that was Kim Strings, and our next guest coming up, I think we're going to have Mr. Dexter Tolson come and sit in the chair. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. And I still want my hair braided. I'm just letting you know. I need you to get back to work. Yes. Dexter Tolson.
Yes, ma'am.
Saxophonist extraordinaire.
I'll take that.
But you take time out. And where are you from, first of all?
From Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. I know the city well. Baltimore, Maryland. Growing up in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And there's a lot of jazz going on. Were you familiar with the Left Bank Jazz Society?
Yes.
Yay! The Left Bank Jazz Society. They put on some wonderful events and had some of the finest musicians when they would do an event where they have a little cruise across from Baltimore to Annapolis.
Yes, I used to live in Annapolis.
And it was okay. And they had a wonderful crab feast on the last time I was on there, I was with Jimmy McGriff, the great organist. Yeah. So we had a ball. We had some wonderful times. So what are you up to these days?
You know what? I'm living my best life.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm having a good time.
Now.
Playing music. I do have a day job.
Yeah.
But that's my.
Is that the secret agent job?
Yeah. So, where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I just know one time we were somewhere at a club, and then I just like pat you on the back, and I was like, oh, well, I'm glad it didn't go off.
Oh.
You may not remember that moment, but I said he must be some kind of agent or something. So that's what I assume. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I still have that job. But music is
everybody else knows.
My main focus these days.
Okay, so and this is your new CD.
My latest CD.
It's 2023 Tolson Music. And so where'd you find time to get together with some of these wonderful musicians on this recording to do this? Connections, it's titled.
Title Connections.
Dexter to Son.
Dexter Tolson.
Is that what it said? You know, I can't. That's why I get for not having glasses.
Yeah.
Thank goodness one of my doctors are here. She's not an eye doctor. Anyway, it's Dexter Tolson's Connections, and so you wrote all the songs on here,
All these
all
are
tunes.
original compositions.
Okay, and it features pianist extraordinaire Jody Mayfield,
is on there.
yeah, and Marcellus Sanders,
One of the bass players on there.
and they're here with you tonight.
No,
This evening.
Marcellus is not.
Marcellus is not.
No,
But Jody.
this is Thomas Blaylock.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is Thomas
Yeah,
Blaylock because
Thomas
you dig.
Blaylock on bass.
That's. I'm gonna check my glasses soon. It's on the paper. Thank you. Okay, so what were you busy doing when the pandemic came? I know a lot of musicians were not working, so thank goodness you had a day job. And you
Well,
were-
I was writing during the pandemic. I wrote, did one whole CD during the pandemic, and then this CD came out after.
Okay.
that. So this is after the pandemic. But my studio was in my home, so I have plenty of time to just write and create. I spend 90% of my time in my studio.
Okay, and while you were recording or writing for this CD, what were you thinking about musically? Did the situation with the pandemic or anything have any influence on you as far as writing and creating music?
Yeah, well, actually, the title selection, Connections, is a tune that I wrote for my oldest sister.
Mm.
So she was turning 70, and she said, hey, write a song for my birthday party.
Okay.
Like, no pressure at all. You know, just tell me to write a song for you, and now I got to do it. So
Okay.
this tune came out, Connections. That's the song that I wrote for her. There's a song on there called Move Over. That means get out my way. I'm trying to get somewhere. And a lot of times people are just trying to hold you back. I don't need that. So this tune is called Move Over.
Okay. And Westchester Road.
Westchester Road is one of the streets that I grew up on in Baltimore. So until I was 12, I lived on Westchester Road. And then we moved down in the thick of things in Baltimore to 611 Baker Street. And there's a tune out on my previous CD called 611 Baker Street. If you Google 611 Baker Street and you see the house, you'll know why that song sounds the way it does. Yeah, Westchester Road is one of the streets that I lived on when I was growing up.
Okay. And so what are you going to play for us today?
We're going to play a song from my very first CD. This is a tune called Sweet Sexy Sister.
Okay.
It's a tune that I wrote for my wife some years ago. And she is just now believing that I wrote this song.
Because she thought
Just
you wrote
now,
it.
I think because I say it so much.
Say it again. Say
It's
the
called
title.
Sweet Sexy Sister, SISTA.
And you wrote it while you were married to her.
Yes, I wrote
Okay.
it while I was married to her. But every time I said that, you know, if I'm out playing somewhere and I would say that, she never believed me. I think within the last year, she's starting to, so okay, you might have written this for me.
Well, I've seen your wife before. She's that sweet, sexy sister.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
I saw her. I've seen her before at a couple of events with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna play Connections. the tune that I
Okay.
wrote for my sister.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna have Jody Mayfield and Thomas Blaylock come up and help me with these tunes.
Okay. All right. We're getting ready for Dexter Tolson and Jody Mayfield and Mr. Blaylock all coming up. And after them, we're going to also talk with a young man who is here, and Nat George. Nat George has an event coming up, and also we're going to tell you more about it because he does the music of Sam Cooke. I'm going to talk to him in just a little while. Okay, they're getting it together.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought this. Huh? Oh, okay. You can make that happen.
We can make
Connections,
that work.
connections,
That's it.
everyone. This is the recording.
Thank y'all so much.
All right.
Thank
Thank you so much, Dexter. Thank you so much, Jody Mayfield. And thank you so much, Mr. Blaylock, Thomas Blaylock, bassist as well, for joining us. Now, we're going to have, okay, so that's, okay, now that everyone has his connections, Dexter Tolson. So pick it up, support all the local artists who perform here on this stage. Well, they're not just local, they perform worldwide, so they are local. They're international, and this is the platform where we feature some of ATL's finest jazz musicians, R&B, we do some blues. Oh, and also Atlanta has Ron, the blues doctor, Donald, has passed away. He was one of a DJ here in Atlanta, also on the radio. So we send our condolences out to him and his family. And he is one of those who will be missed, very missed on this music scene. So thank you. Nat George is our next guest. And Nat, come on up. Nat George has been doing the music of Marvin Gaye, the music of Bobby Womack, the music of Sam Cooke, and Natalie Cole. I was at the Natalie Cole show.
I think so.
Yeah.
The Southwest Arts Center.
Yes, yeah. So what's next is, well, you're a wonderful singer, number one. And to be able to pay tribute to these wonderful artists, Marvin Gaye in particular. Marvin Gaye still had a room in Bohannon's house. And I would visit Bohannon, and he'd let me tour his house and take pictures and stuff. And he's no longer here, but
I spoke to him about 3 weeks before he passed.
yeah, Bohannon was always on somebody's phone. Or sending you an email or a text or something. I never thought when I was breaking it down when I was a teenager that I was going to actually meet Bohannon or be in his house. So yeah, he was a wonderful man. Now, yeah, so he still has that room. What's going on? You have a show coming up. I have it in my hand. It's What's Going On, the Seasons of Marvin Gaye. And this is going to take place at the Fairview Performing Arts Center. And this is in Stockbridge, Georgia. And that's June 23rd and June 24th. And shows, June 23rd is 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
You're doing an early show?
We've been doing what we call a senior special.
Okay.
For about 8 or 9 years now.
Count me in.
And we don't, you're not there yet.
Okie dokie. Why are they sending me that Social Security check? No, just kidding.
So for the last 8 or 9 years, I'm actually a headliner around the city, but I'm also a major playwright in the city as well. And God is just blessed, and so I'm accepting the blessings that He's giving. But we've been doing a performance on Friday mornings, and we target it to the seniors primarily, but anyone can come, but specifically for the seniors. We don't cut anything from the show, 2.5-hour production. We only cut the cost. So instead of paying $40, $45, $35 for a ticket, you only pay like $20. Pre-COVID, it was $15. But everything is increased in cost, including the venues and the musicians' cost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But so we're there with What's Going On, the Seasons of Marvin Gaye. I'm also the writer of A Change Gonna Come, the Sam Cooke story, which we've been on tour for 17 years now. In tribute to my wonderful music director in front of me here, Mr. Arthur Turner, 17 years as well. You guys saw Mr. Jody Mayfield, who just left. Jody's also a part of what we do. Jody will be on this fantastic production as well. we also brought you Unforgettable, the Nat King Cole, Natalie Cole.
Yeah, that's right.
For the last 8 years. And then across 110th Street, The Struggle with Bobby Womack, which is really a sequel to the Sam Cooke story. And so we've been on tour with that for about 5 years now. And then we brought you to Emory University, the music of Al Jarreau last September, with a 9-piece band. So we're bringing that back to Southwest Arts and a number of these productions also.
I love the story, the Marvin Gaye story, his relationship with Tammy Terrell.
We show you that, Rita, we actually, most of us know about Tammy. We know that she passed away. We don't really know the specifics. How did she die? What was wrong with her? How old was she? So in the production, we give you all of that.
Yeah.
Actually, what I've done is actually we created a history lesson set to music, musical Bible.
And the thing about the Marvin Gaye story related to Tammy Terrell, well, from what I've learned is that he was the only person that was kind enough to Tammy Terrell to even invite to her funeral, because some of the other people, they did not do right by her.
Correct.
And that includes, and I hate to say it, James Brown and David Ruffin. And if you already have a brain injury, the things that happen with those two would only just make it worse. And but I had to share that because I had to get it off my chest, because as I was reading about it, I was like, well, let me go back and find out about Tammy Terrell. And it was really heartbreaking, you know.
And we show you that what happened. She and Marvin was actually performing together, and she became ill on stage. And I won't go into the rest of it. I want you to come to the theater and see the show. But just, it's just been a blessing from God. I tell people that I've been on an assignment.
Yeah.
Basically, because it's been 17 years. We're actually headed to Dallas this year with the Chainsmokers concert also. And just good stuff, good music, just heavyweight musicians with me. Couldn't do this without them. I'm telling you, from an artist standpoint, from a vocalist standpoint, from a band leader, you're nothing without your band. Tony would agree with that. You're nothing.
Tony Bird.
Tony Bird would agree with that. Nothing without the musical masters that surround you. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you sing. It doesn't matter.
So Mr. Arthur Turner's coming up to
Mr. Arthur Turner's going to come up, and we're going to do probably 2 pieces from the catalog of Mrs. Sam Cooke.
Yeah, we have enough for 2 pieces before Tony Bird comes up. So would you please put your hands together for Nat George. Turn the microphone. In search of the microphone. Which one is it going to be? Ready? Our dear engineer Tracy back there is going to let us know where that's the microphone.
This is a beautiful piece taken from the catalog of the late great Mrs. Sam Cooke.
You can stand over there.
You told me you'd always love me. You told me have no fear. But then you left me standing on a bridge of tears. You left me so very lonely. Now hours seem like years. I'll never find peace of mind standing on a bridge of tears. Those happy hours we spent planning our wedding day. Oh, made me feel our love was real. Why did you go away? I love you. Oh, how I love you. I need you. I need you here beside me, honey, to guide me. Guide me across my bridge of tears. Guide me across my bridge of tears. That's our Turner. Thank you. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 that's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, for the Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Woo! What's happening, my man? Oh, baby, don't go. What's going on? 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 God is my friend. Ain't got no future. Ain't God is my friend. What's happening, brother? Save the babies. What's going on? Save the children. What's going on? Mercy, mercy me. What's happening, brother? Things ain't what they used to be. God is my friend. Mercy, mercy me. What's going on? Things ain't what they used to be. Ooh. Yeah. Thank you. It's Arthur Turner.
Nat George, everyone. Nat George. A Nat George production of What's Going On, The Seasons of Marvin Gaye. And Friday, June 23rd for the seniors at 10 a.m. and Saturday, June 24th, 4 p.m. And this is taking place at Fairview Performing Arts Center in Stockbridge. So you don't want to miss that event. And presented by the Wing Song Music Group presents What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. All right. Now, Tony Bird if you just can come on up here and join me for a moment, please. Because, yeah, there you go. Tony Bird. Hey. All right. So, Tony Bird is a singer. Yeah, she sings. She sings real good. You know when they say you sound like butter, she's so smooth. Yeah, she does. You have an album. Did I bring it with me? Nope, I didn't. It's the tribute to Natalie Cole.
Yes, it is. It's called Tony Sings Natalie.
Tony Sings Natalie, and that you do because you do it very well. And so you're from, what's that little town?
From Memphis, little town of Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, okay. And so did you started off up when you were growing up, were you singing in the church and singing blues or singing, what were you
Singing
doing?
in the house.
Singing in the house.
Yeah, I mean, from being from Memphis, Memphis is Stax.
Okay, yeah.
And of course, that's the kind of music that you get, Stax and Motown.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a singer, he was in a group, so it just naturally it was just a part of my makeup too.
Okay.
So, I remember when I was a little girl, we lived with my aunt, and there was a duplex next door that was really close to each other. There was a young man who used to have his chores every night of washing dishes.
Okay.
And so every time he'd wash dishes, he would be singing some Stevie Wonder tune. So I would lift the window up, turn off the light so he couldn't see me. And I'd lift the window up and listen to him sing.
Yeah.
And it just, it just stirred something in a little girl.
Yeah.
To hear that. So
Yeah.
I've been singing since I was young.
Yeah. My sister would say, well, if she's not singing, she's not happy. That's what my sister would say.
Yeah.
So you perform all around, of course, Atlanta. There's an event coming up. I don't get to host this one, but I'll be there. And this is what's the date?
It's July 9. It's
Yeah.
with the Unity Jazz Organization.
Right.
In St. Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
And so my music director, Sandra Jones, sitting over there in the blue,
Yes.
actually is the reason behind the whole project of Tony Sings Natalie. And we've been able to perform that show pre-COVID probably about 4 times. And now Stan is going to have us on July 9th, and we're going to do the Tony Sings Natalie show there too.
I'm going to take my credit because I was on the phone. He called me. He was like, need some good ideas. I said, Tony Bird's a great idea. And then enough said. So the show again is on July 9th. And where's it going to take
July
place?
9th, it's at the Emory Performing Arts Center.
That's right, Emory Performing Arts Center. And it's a very nice venue to enjoy live music and not being overly crowded, but just large enough. And the sound is perfect for the voice of Tony Bird. Do you hear me? Yes.
I hear you. I've never been there.
I have. I've been there recently. I hosted a show with Stan Bryant and the Unity. Scotty Barnhart was a performer. Didn't want to forget. He's the director of the Count Basie Orchestra, and he performed there and put on a great show. So you're going to love the venue, Emory, and I know you're going to put on a wonderful show.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Yes, both of you are. Because it's the orchestra. Tell us more about the orchestra.
Before that, yeah. I'm just taking on your show.
No, go ahead. Nat, what?
But Nat has already said, a vocalist is a vocalist.
Uh-huh.
If you're a great vocalist, that's great. But when you have really, really, really good musicians behind you, they're holding you, they're the wind beneath your wings, and Saunders and all of these other great musicians that's going to make up that band. I mean, it is an incredible show, I must say. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. So you're going to sing a couple of songs for us?
Yeah, I'm going to sing a couple of songs. One is going to represent how I feel in the room. It's
Summertime. That's
already been
that's
done.
okay.
I mean, the instrumental
But
part
look,
of it,
but Tony, you're cool, smooth, and contemporary.
Thank you.
Tony Bird, who sounds like butter. So would you please? There's the microphone.
Yeah. and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, that's it. And your mama's good looking. So hush, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But until that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. With your daddy and mama standing by. But summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's just looking. Oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, hush, little baby, don't you Thank you so much, appreciate that. We're gonna do one more. I won't be neglected. I won't be denied the pleasure of your kisses, the pleasure of your smile. And I think you take for granted that I'll always be here just because I love you. It doesn't mean I won't disappear. Been so long, I'm missing you, baby. Been so long, I'm missing you, baby. Thoughts and mellow memories once upon a time, slowly creeping on me and it lingers on my mind. Just let somebody love you. I just don't know why. Whenever I get close to you, you wanna run and hide. I've been so long, I'm missing you, baby. 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 Why don't you understand? I'm in need of comfort, the comfort of your hand in mine, and what I feel inside. Whenever you come closer, I can't hide. No, too long. I want you to come home, baby. Won't you come on home? And tell me, see about me. Oh, let's see about me. It's been so long. I'm missing you, baby. Been so long. I'm missing you, baby. Been so long, so long. Whoa, it's been so been so long. It's been so long. It's been so long. Been so long.
Tony Bird, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Bird. Tony Bird. Tony Bird at Emory University. Thank you so much, darling. That was beautiful. And so you're going to sing with the orchestra?
Yes, I'm going to sing
Say that.
with
Go ahead.
the big band. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes, I will be performing with the big band,
Yes.
which is sweetly called Tony's Big Band. This is what music director Mr. Saunders Jones Jr.
Uh-huh.
is yielding it as that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We've done the show before, like I said, before at least 4 times already.
Okay.
And each time is different. We recently did it at MetLife.
Okay.
And that was in February of this year.
Mm.
And it was a sold out show. In spite of the
I
rain, people
guess
came
so.
out.
Yeah.
And it was on a Sunday. So we just had a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you. Another round of applause for Tony Bird. All right. I do believe next week is Father's Day. Do you know how difficult, Tony, it is to get some fathers to come out and perform on Father's Day? And, you know, a spotlight, you know, just a spotlight of artists who we respect here in Atlanta. And Arthur Turner, you're one of them. Yes, indeed. Enjoy your playing. And Denise Kirkland, we'll get you more sooner than later. She's in the audience as well. Nat George, I know we're going to have you come back after you finish some of your performances and set up something really nice. So next week, we have Kason. Kason Garrett is a drummer. He's a percussionist. He's a pianist. And I think he also plays vibes too, because he's real busy. I caught him one night at the Velvet Note, and I said, "That's my Father's Day guy," and he was wonderful. And also Vic Morton will be here as well. And then our last show will also feature Shantae Can, who also sings with Incognito. She's going to be here, and Brenda Nicole Mora, who's a singer and a beautiful actress as well. So she's going to be here. And that's how we're going to wrap it up. And some other great things are going to be happening, so we'll keep you informed. So thank you for joining us for Stolen Moments. I'm Reva Blue, and I thank all the guests and the audience for being here. Thank you so very much, as well as those who make it possible. Daryl Davis, yes, along with Robert Jackson And the man also by the name of Preston. Preston. Preston's always so busy. PG Entertainment. Thank you so very much. And have a wonderful.
Yeah.